Hey everybody. Unclean Hands, welcome to the show. We got Lady Dragon's Blood in the house, Chris Casa, Christine, Gary1111, uh, Ask Your Bartender, the Dutch Doyle Discussions, Chris Casa, Global Mom, which is right here on panel. How you doing today, ma'am?
Hey, I'm great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Uh, Today's discussion is an open panel, open discussion as usual. I'm featuring the works of Global Mom, who's joined us up on the panel. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself for those that aren't familiar with you?
Yeah, I'm Glover Mom. I've had a channel for a little bit over 2 years now. I started it with doing flat Earth debunking. I've now kind of diversified. I do What the Hell Karen, TikTok compilation videos, and I'm slowly getting into sovsits and that kind of thing. you know,
Yeah,
and
and
yeah.
which you seem to have latched on to what I think is possibly a flat Earth SovSit auditor.
I call him a soft sit Moore auditor because he kind of combines everything with his
Yes,
how he is. Hmm.
the combined stupidity.
Yes, exactly.
And and your TikTok videos, I'd roll on the floor laughing every time I watch one of them.
Yeah, it's amazing the stupidity people will put on TikTok.
Yeah.
So,
Gary Gary UK, welcome to the show.
yeah, I shared this on my community tab. So, let people know, hey, come watch this. So,
Yeah. Well, when I do my discussions, I like picking another creator out there and highlighting their works and trying to send some traffic their way. Plus, showing their videos gives a chance to have some break points in the discussion or
oh
fill
yeah,
it.
yeah. I'm the same way. I've helped a few creators along the way, and I've been helped, and I'm willing to help. So, it's all good.
Yeah. You have a premiere coming up in a couple hours.
In about 2 hours. Hmm.
Yep. It's the third part of a series.
Yes, because when I started doing the response, I call it responseception. Uh,
Hmm.
when I started editing it and scripting it out, I'm like, this is going to take a long time. So I split it up into three components. So today's the third and the longest. So
And for anybody else who wants to join us up on panel, the link is pinned to the top. Welcome, Simone or Simon.
yeah, welcome everyone. Thank you.
And Dutch, if you could drop links for Unclean Hands, if anybody hadn't seen his work, he reminds me of Sam Elliott. Whether it's just his cartoon or the southern drawl that he has, and or what, but I get that Sam Elliott vibe every time I watch
Mm,
one of his.
got it. So the reason I did Freedom Unchained is I saw Radical take him on,
Uh
and
huh.
I just thought the stupid just oozed from this one. And then I
Yeah.
saw a Marvel Girls response to Freedom Unchained response to Radical's response. And I thought, I've got to do this. This is just, it's too good not to do.
Yeah. See how far down the rabbit hole we can get with the
Exactly.
responses of responses.
Yep. And I've had a few interchanges with Freedom Unchained, and he's like, "Oh, we'll get to your videos soon." So yeah,
Oh
good.
boy.
Have fun with it. That's all I'm saying. Have fun with it, because it's could probably be more stupid.
Well, I'm imagining most of his audience is people looking to bag and make fun of him. So anything he says
Yeah,
about yours is
yeah.
going to drive your subs up.
Right, right.
So
Uh, exactly.
'cause it would be
So,
scary to think there's actually a large crowd of people that believe in what he believes in.
yeah, I think the majority of his views are from people that are watching him to see the stupid. I really
Yeah.
do.
And then people trolling him to get him to do more stupid.
Exactly.
Well, I do have 3 of your videos to show during this. I got one of your TikToks, and then part 1 and part 2 of the uh, um,
Responseception.
responseception. Yes. For some reason, that one does not want to slide off the tongue too easy.
It's hard to say. It really is hard to say. A Marvel girl has issues with it as well, so you're not the
And,
only
and,
one.
and until I saw your responseception, I didn't even know Marble Girl had done a response to it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she's very underrated. You all need to go watch her. She does
Oh
mainly
yeah,
live streams, but she does the occasional video. So
yeah.
yeah.
She's great people too.
She is. She is.
It's Schrodinger cat. He would be lost without her, I think.
I think he would. Exactly. So, and I know she has a stream today, which starts during my premiere, but I let her know I'm premiering, so maybe she'll push it back a little bit. So, yeah.
I bet she would, and it's going to be people playing amongst us.
Yeah, which I won't be able to watch. I got to work on my Withheld Karen video for tomorrow, so I can't play today. Darn it. But I will listen, I guess, when I can.
Yeah, I don't play amongst us, but I'll watch him play and watch shenanigans for a bit.
Yeah, it's really fun to play because you get people who, like Ragical does what he calls the friendship wiggle. And when he does that, you know you're in trouble because he's probably the imposter. But it's fun to play because, it's just fun. It really is. I watch other people play it as well. But yeah. Just the banter alone is fun to listen to.
Oh yeah. But I guess we'll go ahead and play one of your latest TikTok.
All right.
Expect a TikTok, and I'm talking a TikTok like no other TikToks. This is going to be a TikTok to make all other TikToks not even tick. So brace yourself for what's to come. I'm TikToking in a major way. A TikTok is coming. You've been warned.
Mom,
What?
what are you doing?
Well, I'm watching a little movie and I'm doing some work on the house and I'm playing with this dog and you name it and I'm doing it.
Let me see him. Can I see Binky?
Yeah. Oh,
Hi, Bink Bink. He's saying hi. Okay, well, are you sitting down, Mom? Well, I guess you are sitting down.
of course.
Okay, we were on Inside Edition, the TV show.
I know what it is. Inside Edition.
Yep.
No, we weren't, Carrie. I watched that show all the time. I didn't see nothing about us being on no national show.
Well, we were, Mom. People sent it to me.
How did I miss it? I watch it all the time. When was it on there? What was it?
It's the video of me making you dance to get in the car, and then I hand you the wag bar.
Well, isn't that just Jim Dandy? The one you made me dance went on national TV. Are you serious?
I'm serious. mad about it?
With that wag bar while I could have.
Why are you mad about it?
Did you put it on there?
No. Why are you mad about it?
Cause I think you're just pulling my leg.
I'm not. I'm going to send you the video.
Well, now how could that even happen?
I don't know how all this social media stuff works, but we were on there. I'm getting ready to send it to you, okay?
That is a national show. How embarrassing.
I think it's cool.
I was dancing.
Well, it's okay.
Well, what good's it gonna do to send it to me if it's already out there?
Well, because you said you didn't see it. And somebody
Well, I'm
sent
not
you
sure I want to see it.
somebody sent you some more wag bars today in the mail.
Well, that was nice.
I know.
What flavor?
Pepper.
Ooh.
Okay, Mom, I'm gonna send it to you now. I love you.
Oh, I love you.
Bye.
Dang it.
I want to draw the public's attention to what may be an extremely egregious example of malfeasance, and just to help illustrate the gravity of the situation, imagine if the federal government gave $19.5 billion to Hollywood. I think we'd all be pretty upset by this. Well, there is a growing body of evidence that the International Space Station is not in outer space, but it's being filmed in a desalinated pool down here on Earth, and it's being falsely misrepresented. And this started with this phenomenon known as bubbles in space. If you search for it, you'll see many of these so-called spacewalks, which have been falsely misrepresented as live, as has been exposed many times on Facebook when they do their live ISS feeds. Bubbles out in space. Well, there's not supposed to be water up there. And it is known that the astronauts do train in these big underwater tanks. And so this body of evidence, and it's not just bubbles in space, there are harnesses or green screens, evidence of flights that are actually on parabolic flights, not in space. And if this is true, it's a big deal, because that's a lot of money that could be used for our own infrastructure or schools, whatever. So I'm drawing the attention to it because I think it's something that deserves to be looked at. Because if it's true, these bubbles in space might represent the smoking gun in probably the biggest hoax since global warming. Thank you for your
That's it.
Prime example of flurfer having a flurf.
Exactly. Reminds me of Donnie, that flat earther Donnie from Watertown, New York. He does it all the time at yeah, exactly. No
Yeah.
reason for it, but they do it anyway.
Yeah, I couldn't quite. It was a little bit blurry on the film. Or on,
Yeah,
on
that was the
segment.
video. That wasn't mine. So
Yeah, I'm just gonna imagine whose time he's wasting with this.
right.
But let's go ahead and continue.
Hi, Bill.
Watch as the artist shows a simple, easy way to draw a hand. In just 15 seconds, the artist creates a pretty remarkable image of a hand, and it looks pretty simple, right? We're gonna
Actually tried that and it worked good.
Are you ready for your confirmation
That
number?
person.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, it's gonna be A as in apple,
Okay.
B as in Peter,
What?
B as in Peter.
You mean B as in boy?
No, I mean B as in Peter, not B as in boy. I said B, not B.
Huh?
I said B, not B.
Okay, whatever.
Then it's going to be the letter O as in the occupation of the Palestinian people.
What?
This has to be a troll.
Okay, then it's gonna be the letter H.
What was that?
H.
I
H.
think it's a scam baiter.
Etch a sketch?
H.
Scam.
H as in Harry. H.
Yeah.
Oh, H.
Yeah, H.
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 Fine.
Okay. Then finally gonna be the number 6.
What the?
The number 6.
Sir, I cannot understand anything that you are telling me.
6. Well, 6. Or what you're saying I can't count? 6. 6. Sir, we have complete. Fine. You want me to count? I'll count to 100 for you, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 45, 46, 37, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Okay? I can count to fucking 100.
All right, sir. No need to.
Well, I can count. Okay?
All right, I got it.
Okay. Would you like me to repeat that for you?
Shit.
Derek, can you put your baby cousin to sleep?
Huh?
Can you put your cousin to sleep?
Yeah, say no more. She was taking her last breath.
What's going on?
Nothing. My dad wants me to end Shelby's life. Can you give me 1 second?
No,
Yeah,
no,
sure.
no.
She will pay for whatever pain she has caused.
Huh? She's caused no pain.
Shall I make it look like an accident?
No.
I could do like a robbery gone wrong, like someone comes in, they rob the house, she wakes up.
No, what are you
How
talking
about a
about?
domestic dispute?
No, I don't want you to
I'll push her down the steps, make her break her neck, look like she fell.
break her neck.
How about I poison her dino nuggies?
Holy
Like, I'll
shit.
give her one, put some poison in there, she'll eat them, she'll be all excited, she'll laugh. Shelby about to go.
I love that lady.
Happy puppy. This guy's hilarious.
Now, I know a lot of y'all little boys think that y'all got tow mirrors on your truck. Them ain't tow mirrors. Them's is tow mirrors. If I'm going too fast and the air gets up under them tow mirrors right there, I'll take off flying like a jumbo jet. You see, these is regular tow mirrors that all y'all got. And these is fancy tow mirrors that I got on my truck. Now, if you don't mind me, I got cool truck stuff to do. Truck that.
We were recording a video, then this happened.
Is it gross?
It's not bad. Is it fun to share a milkshake?
Creepy.
Yeah.
Creepy, and doesn't it remind you of the Bush Senior?
Kinda.
Yeah, maybe it's just me, but
Yeah, he reminds me of somebody, but I can't place the face. It's not Bush Senior though.
Yep, when I was in the 5th grade, I would walk a little girl home from school, and we would stop by the drugstore and get a milkshake. That's a long time ago. How old are you?
I'm 16.
Almost 16. How about
We're in 11th grade.
He has a Mr. Rogers / George Bush Senior vibe. That's what it is.
yeah.
You look good.
I still like that. That's my Corvette sitting there.
Oh,
Convertible.
that'll get you girls.
Well, my wife passed away 5 years ago, so I'm eligible. Y'all have a good evening.
And you can tell they're humoring him as well.
Yeah.
Have a good time.
You too.
While you're young.
Some of the stuff you can catch by pure accident.
Exactly.
Name a show or movie that you cannot watch to this day because one of the main stars did.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Because of Joss Whedon. For those who don't know, Buffy the Vampire Slayer was a supernatural TV show that aired between 1997 and 2003. If you're an older millennial and a nerd, you would have watched this show at least once. It stars a high school cheerleader, Buffy Summers, played by Sarah Michelle Gellar, who lives in the town of Sunnydale in California. High schooler by day, vampire slayer by night. From its inception, the show was marketed as a feminist triumph. It showed women occupying roles traditionally held by men, and a gaggle of male characters who were attracted to the idea. Joss Whedon was the showrunner, the creator, and the chief writer of the series. And unlike most showrunners, he began to cultivate a public persona. In countless interviews and speeches, he proclaimed himself to be a passionate feminist and pointed to his work as an example of his feminist principles. But recent events have soured the pitch. It turns out that Mr. Whedon is a nightmare to work with, that he's a bully on set, and that his attention paid to women is less than professional. Just like that, a feminist icon of the late 90s and the early 2000s crumbled into dust. And this is heartbreaking for a number of reasons. There are countless nerds, male and female, who relied upon his stories. They taught us that the outsiders could still be socially useful. And maybe that's still true, but it feels as though we were just being told what we wanted to hear, and that the creator was laughing at us behind closed doors. Worse, Buffy Summers is not actually a feminist character. She's a child soldier who serves patriarchal forces, and all of her powers have nothing to do with innate ability. I still have fond memories of the show, but only because I watched the episodes as a child and didn't really understand the deeper themes. But watching it as an adult is a painful experience, because whenever I see characters giving speeches about morality, I'm forced to remember who wrote the best ones. So if we were meant to learn lessons from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, here are the best three. People can be duplicitous, actions count more than words, and men will say anything to get laid.
When I worked at NASA, probably 1997, I heard them laughing and saying they couldn't believe that people believed in the fake moon landings. And then in 2007, told me that the Earth was flat, and I discarded the information because he didn't really give me a lot of detail. He was an engineer, very smart guy, aerospace background. Told me that the Earth was flat, and again I discarded it because it was just nonsense at the time. It's a hard awakening when it's all in one, but fake moon landings, 9/11 inside job, chemtrails, HARP, and you just fill in the blanks from there. There were no pictures of space. They were all jets. So the photo lab has a lot of photos and none of space.
Wow.
10 to 1, she didn't work in any classified area or anything like that. She was like a secretary or administrative assistant or something like that.
I doubt even a janitor would fall for flat
Right.
fall for
Right.
flat Earth.
Yeah. Exactly.
But I love this next segment, even
Oh,
though
this
I'm not a
one's-
cat. I'm not a cat lover, but God,
Yeah.
I gotta love
This one is
one.
good. This one is good.
Hit it. I'm singing late night in the windowsill. If the lightning don't get you, then the Thundercats will. Didn't break that vase, now you gotta be kidding me. Getting my humans to do my bidding, see? I got perfection running through my bloodstream. I'll take a drink now, not that light stuff, heavy cream. I eat my lasagna at my midnight soiree, living my life like every day was Saturday. I'm treating the dog like my personal doormat, like the song says, everybody wants to be a cat. It's just so delightful being me. Anyhow, I need my fancy feast and I need it right now.
You did that for a Hot Pocket?
Yes. All that for a Hot Pocket.
You broke into a bank for a Hot Pocket?
Hot Pocket. For a Hot Pocket.
Was it worth it?
Hell yeah, it's worth it. A Hot Pocket? Hell yeah.
I wonder if Hot Pocket paid his bail.
I just have no
I highly doubt it.
interest in learning how to. Kayla, would it kill you to spend time with your mother and off of TikTok? Great. You've got cooking, and then you've got baking. Baking is a very scientific, very precise process. So if you ever have anything in the oven, you never want to leave it unmonitored. Speaking of which, let's take a look at the cookies. Those need probably another 5-6 minutes and then they'll be ready. Dad, Mom, look at Dad. What?
Murder on the beat, so it's not nice. What is so big, word, Lord, have mercy.
Frank, you dirty dog. Whoa, I blacked out for a second there.
Love you. I love you. Love you. Bitch ass. Love you. Love you. That's what you sounded like, dumbass. Love you.
At first, when I saw that one, I thought it was just some creeper
Talk
with
to
a
my
fucking
grandson
doorbell.
like
Yeah,
that,
I
man.
know.
I'll kick your ass. Let's go. Come on.
Listen, do y'all see this? Girls Going Wild, the senior edition. Ah, boy, shut up.
She never said anything after that night. She never said another word. She started that shit that night. She called that another.
Feisty crowd.
Very feisty.
No bite.
Little drama dog. How cute.
I love this one.
That was very cute.
Derek.
I
Yeah.
doubt it was
What's
the
going on with
intention,
you
but
and
it
Chad?
was
First off,
hilarious.
What happened?
Well, the two of us were playing house, right?
Sure.
He was the dad, I was the mom, and I told him we can't make love tonight because I'm on my period.
Okay, I should have stayed out of
I'm
this.
not sure if that's what set him off, but he starts yelling at the baby.
The baby?
Yeah, our son, Darius James Banks. You should see him. He looks just like him.
Of course. Keep
So
going.
then he starts on me, starts calling me a cheater because I kissed another guy.
You kissed a guy?
Well, not in real life, just make believe. When I play house, I'm such a hussy. I can't keep my legs closed. I'm just so nasty.
Okay, just finish.
Long story short, he hit me.
He hit you?
Yeah, and I'm a lady.
Right.
Well, make believe, but still. Shouldn't put your hands on a woman.
Okay.
Good dog. Good dog.
Didn't have the Mission Impossible theme, and I got. I always put these on and see if anything's flagged, and that was flagged, so I had to change the music.
Shot in the head just for fighting against systemic race.
No, that's not the reason. For those who don't know, Sasha Johnson is a political activist. Bullets went flying at a house party, and she was clipped as a result. Because she's affiliated with Black Lives Matter, it was assumed that the event was political, and political pundits all over the Western world have taken to social media to say so. Turns out that's not the case. This might be accidental, but the media response is truly telling. People made assumptions, a narrative was spun, and our political discourse has been affected by a lie. It's good that people are committed to fighting justice, even if the injustice isn't there. But I hope they take this opportunity to ask themselves, what else have they lied about?
This one, very interesting. You're watching one of their many satellite launches. Of course, they were faking it in the 80s. Maybe now we have the technology, but you look in and you can see that their chroma key effects malfunction and the panels on this satellite vanish. This is more recent. You know, this is probably within the last 10 years or so. Can't remember the exact date of this. Definitely not the 80s. Using different technology. Probably no strings attached here. This is 100% green screen or whatever they're doing. Looks real, but thankfully, like I said earlier, they do get caught and they switch to the damage control room every time. And usually you'll have a guy with a camera walking around taking pictures. And like this guy, sometimes they just don't take pictures. They just walk in, pretend they're taking pictures, walk right back out. So every day is a very big event there. Lots of science going on. Billions of our dollars going there. And somehow they're...
Your grandmother doesn't know where in the hell she's going either.
No, with your damn big mouth, damn it. Shut your mouth, will you?
Yeah. Bullshit. What an excuse. No, I don't know where the hell we're going on it. We'll go up there.
Who got you smiling like that? Like, kill the lights, so baby, close your eyes. The way you're looking at me.
There we are.
Might help if I took the mute off. Took the mute off.
Yep.
Well, I hope everybody enjoyed her 16th episode of her TikToks. It's great that somebody else does the surfing through them to catch the good ones for you.
Yeah, I started doing that because I thought it's something else to put on my, for content, and I thought, and just all I got to do is go to the main page that they throw them all up on, and just scroll down and find whatever I need, because it all just gets on there. So I do follow a few, so I can go look on their pages as well. But yeah, you find all kinds of stuff on there.
Yeah, and got some folks that came in to chat while we were watching the video.
Oh yeah,
King Leo, Lavender Mexican.
Who else? Anybody that came in while we're watching that, hello.
Yeah, welcome. It's open panel, open discussion. So if you've got something you want to discuss, whether it's these videos or something else, we're always up for a civil discussion. Just leave the dramas at the drama channels, please.
Right. I've had enough drama on my own personally on YouTube. I don't need it anymore. So,
Hey, Degeneration Nation's in the house.
Oh, hey, Degeneration Nation. Hello. Yeah, I've known Schrodinger too for, gosh, pretty much the whole 2 years time I've been on channel here, had my channel. So, yeah.
Yeah, I've only been following Schrodinger for about a year.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not even sure how long ago it was that I started watching DGen, and then he was between him and Donut Operators. Those were the first two channels I subscribed to. I don't remember which I subscribed to first, but they were both in the same day.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, there's a few, like I said, I started with watching Flat Earth stuff and the debunkers and everything, and then I've slowly shifted as the community has expanded. We've taken in, everybody, which is nice. So I'm meeting more new people, more new content creators, and it's nice having the community. Everybody's wonderful in this community.
Yeah. Welcome in, Lord Fixatonic. If there's any of you that I miss, I apologize. You're all welcome. It's kind of hard to keep track of everything all that comes in and out. I don't know how some of the bigger channels do it when they have hundreds of people come in.
Oh my gosh, it's just a blanket. Hey, everybody.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. So yeah, but yeah, I start and I do I've done a thing which we're starting back up in October called Premiere Thursday, and it's literally Thursday afternoon, about 4 hours. Me and like a dozen other content creators, we premiere videos, like little 15-minute videos or longer videos. Kind of help each other out, and we shill each other's streams, premieres on each one, and I was doing my Reddit time stories on that one, where I'm reading Reddit time stories and all that kind of thing, Reddit stories. And so, I do a lot of that stuff too as well, but that picks up again in October. So, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, King Leo, for throwing links out there for the...
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah. I'm all for promoting other channels.
Right.
Whether they're channels I watch or not, we're all adults. You can watch and enjoy what you enjoy. But we can all come together and have decent conversations too.
Oh, exactly. I know when I did my first video, and not my first video, but my first premiere video with a chat, I was hooked. because I thought this is a way for everybody to come together. We can chat, watch a video. Otherwise, we'd never know each other, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I love meeting new people and getting getting a feel for what they go through in life and stuff too. It's just helps you keep a broader perspective of things.
That's true. That's true. And especially during the pandemic too, it really helped.
Oh yeah. With the pandemic, I was going through congestive heart failure, so I did not leave the house except for medical appointments, and if I didn't, I would have gone nuck and futz if it wasn't
Oh God. Yeah.
for YouTube.
Yeah, I got to know a guy who used to work at a rehab place, and I got to know a guy who was a little bit younger than me who had congestive heart failure and was on medication, and I guess his insurance didn't work out completely, and they kicked him out.
Wow.
And he ended up dying that night.
Yeah.
After they kicked him out. Yeah. It was sad.
I'm happy. I'm real glad that I've got the coverage for my meds.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it gets expensive in a hurry.
I get it. I understand that. Yeah. So, and I'm on daily medications myself, so I know how expensive it can be.
Yeah, I want to say welcome to Bill Milligan.
Yeah, Bill and I have had a good back and forth. It's been wonderful.
Yeah, I think I might have seen him in a few other chats, but I think this is the first time I've seen him in one of mine.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have our healthcare system isn't the best, but like I'm on state healthcare now because we can't afford well, my husband's job doesn't offer healthcare for one. So I'm back on with the state. So yeah. I figure it's medical care, so I've got it. But I'm able to stay with who I was before, which is like a healthcare facility where you can go get you've heard of Kaiser Permanente. I'm on with them, and you can get like your lab work done, any kind of testing done within one building, which is nice.
Yeah, so. My dad uses Kaiser Permanente, and when I was on it when I was in college, and it was a real efficient way to get taken care of.
Yep, exactly. So it makes it nice that way. What is it? The Dutch Doyle discussions. Hank knows the name. Oh, knows the name of my hemorrhoids.
I believe that might be Eyes On, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, TMI is right. TMI Dutch.
Yeah. It's funny how you get trolls that gleam onto your channels for whatever reason.
Yeah, exactly. I have one that comes in my comment section all the time, and yeah, he can be okay sometimes, but sometimes he can be a pain in my backside. So.
Yeah, well, I've got a couple of. There's about 3 trolls that my moderators know that whenever they poke their head out and they're gone.
Oh God, yeah.
They bring nothing helpful to a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind trolls that bring humor to it, but when you just want to make nonsense,
right.
It's just a detraction.
I know. If you've heard of MC Toon, he has one.
Oh yeah.
33UC. Oh my God, it's always like, hey, can I come on your channel? Hey. And so we all just take turns of what we call whack a troll.
Yeah.
Who can get to him first? Yeah.
It always amazes me how many people are silly enough to want to go. Don't they watch how he's devastated so many other?
Right. Yeah. No.
I mean, and they never come prepared.
Well, even the ones that don't come prepared and think, they always go out. They go leave it thinking, oh, I beat his ass. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, you didn't. You crashed and burned.
It's just like, oh, isn't that
Uh,
cute?
yeah, they go on their Facebook and go, I just tore him a new one, blah, blah, and all this. And it's like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny. And
Yeah.
Gary, I don't know if you've heard of Gary Wybanga. He trolls a lot of channels, and he's one about compression at the horizon. It's all compression. You don't, it's not really disappearing before, things disappearing bottom up. About he says the same things over and over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at least with him, you can kind of have a little conversation with him. But when he starts spamming and copy and pasting, then he gets his comments removed, because that's like, no,
Yeah.
you're copy and pasting. We're not doing that, Gary.
Yeah. Well, there's some of them that are deep in the rabbit hole that no matter
Lord.
how good of an argument you make,
Yep.
they just deny.
Yep, exactly. It's all about denying. That's it. I mean, I've
Yeah.
seen some you can see they're getting it, they're being explained, they're getting it, and they just cannot allow themselves to fully get it and accept it. They fall back. Yeah, it's just amazing.
I find it a waste of breath to argue with flat earthers and soft sits.
Yeah, that's why primarily I do the point and laugh thing.
Yeah.
I will throw some stuff in there, education and what have you, that I can, research and everything. But mainly it's pointing and laughing at this point.
Well, I've got a couple in the works that the path pointing and laughing and counteracting their misinformation.
Right. That's it. And the true hope is that somebody will see it that's been watching them and go, wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
And we can hopefully keep those people that are on the fence from jumping over the wrong side.
Yeah.
And stay with reality.
And I want to kind of do mine the way Cheeky Monkey and a couple of the other good ones that I watched. Not only do they bring the counter argument, but they put the proof up on the.
Yes. Okay. See, that's the way to do it.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if you're familiar with Masshole Report, but
yes.
Sunday, you had James Freeman come up and he started trying to spread his lies, and I was in Google trying to find it when Kate found it and pulled up the New Mexico law and said, no, that's not what it says. Not at all.
Right. See, that's the thing.
And mysteriously, he started having phone problems.
Okay.
That plus Kick came up, and after what Kick did to Rogue Nation the week before, I can understand.
Yeah, I've people like Freedom Unchained who think, I know the law, I know all the words and blah blah blah. For the stuff he knows, I mean, I'm not gonna bring up too much because it's in the videos and I don't want to spoil it for people. For as much as he thinks he knows, he doesn't know squat.
Yeah.
He's like Dunning-Kruger all the time.
Yeah, Unclean Hands, the next video we're going to show, I'd love to see what you do with them too. The more cats the more cats that can bat this toy around, the better.
Yes, exactly. So,
but we'll go ahead and watch part 1 of your series.
Okay. We'll get that. Kick scared him away. Yeah. I love Kick.
Oh God, I have certain heroes in YouTube, and Kick is definitely one of them.
He's also a good Among Us player as well, so as well as Artie. Artie's a good imposter. He's vicious as an imposter.
All right, are we ready?
Are we all ready? I'm ready.
And I love your intro, by the way.
Keeping it up. See, you heard his name, and hi, Kick. You heard his name. He's in his chat. In the chat.
Did we say his name 3 times?
We said his name 3 times.
But he
was summoned.
Always love to see you, and you're more than welcome to come up if you got the time, buddy.
Exactly.
But let's go ahead and kick off.
I would love for you to come on and help us with this douchebag too. That would be great.
Oh yeah.
The panel. That'd be awesome.
But I do love your intro.
Yes. Thank you. I'm not hearing sound.
Oh, might help
And
if I
his
unmute
vision
it.
of what the world should be like. Today,
There we go.
welcome everyone. Last week I covered Freedom Unchained and showed you a little of his background, his belief system, and his vision of what the world should be like. Today, I am showing you his response to Radical the Unhallowed Knight's response to his first ever auditing of a police officer at a traffic stop. A Marvel girl also covered this response. The link to that video and Radical's response video are in the description below. First, I would like to show you a short video that Freedom Unchained did called Hooked Me a Debunker, Paid Shill for the Statist Bootlickers.
Oh snap, making waves. Look at this. I got somebody on the hook. They're going to give me some good content after this one. Another idiot using the word sovereign citizen. They don't even know what it means. They call me the fraud. Yeah, okay. How do you have a fraudulent interpretation of the law? That's how you know this is going to be a good one. He doesn't even understand law is a practice. That's why you go into a court and you practice law.
All righty then.
Right.
I knew I should have grabbed my oven mitts for this one. I'm gonna have a full sore head.
I have a warning. I haven't really been using it, but I think people know by now.
Yeah,
Grab your oven mitts.
I always grab the oven mitts whenever I watch Schrodinger. But
or a pillow. If you don't have a mitt, a pillow works just as well.
Yeah. And I love how they run from the term Sovsit when their own movement gave them that term.
Exactly. Yeah, I go into that a little bit today as well, so I won't spoil it.
Do you think if he believes my interpretation of law is fraudulent or wrong, you'd actually take it to court with me in a real court? I doubt it. Probably doesn't even know what a real court is. These people are hilarious. This is going to be a good one. Let's just wait 14 hours. Go ahead and join in, you guys. Do you think this guy is a paid shield for the government, like CIA or, one of those government entities sending one of their minions out? Or do you think this is just a normal statist bootlicker?
Now, keep in mind, this guy is anti-government and anti-law, pro-God's law, anti-modern day court legal system, anti-authority, anti-public and private education, uses semantics to argue his points, i.e. thinks constitutes, as in constitutes a trust, refers to the Constitution being a trust because Constitution looks similar and has similar meanings. He doesn't think he is a sovereign citizen, which is a member of a political movement of people who oppose taxation, question the legitimacy of government, and believe that they are not subject to the law. I would counter that definition with a sovereign citizen doesn't have to be a member of a political movement. We have.
All right. You covered all the bases of his disconnect from reality on that one.
Yep.
Just want to welcome Glenn up.
Hi, Glenn.
Hello. Can't quite make out who you are, but hello.
It's Glober Mom and
hello,
and
Globe.
myself and you on the panel right now.
Yeah, we're watching my one of my videos on Freedom Unchained.
Yeah, and if for those of you in chat, if you haven't subscribed to Glenn yet, he's good people, has good panels. It's a shame he hasn't made it over 1,000 yet. So if the mods can put his link up and if we can get some folks to go show him the love and get his channel up there, it'd be appreciated.
Yeah, if someone could add my link. I know DJen's asking for the link to my channel. If someone could add it, I'd appreciate it.
It is also in the description. So, and I've seen your link dropped at least a couple of times so far. But if you could keep periodically dropping her link, that'd be great. My mods are great too. I really appreciate
thank
what you
you,
do
mods.
for me.
Thank you.
All right, and we'll continue.
Seen enough to know that a sovereign citizen can be anyone, even a socially woke, entitled millennial like Freedom Unchained. So let's get into responseception, shall we?
All right, welcome to the Freedom Unchained channel, where you guys actually learn law and don't have to deal with that legal bull.
Oh my, that was cringeworthy. But not everyone can.
Does it remind you if the cast of Wayne's World had a love child?
Yeah, that works. Mm-hmm. Do an introduction that grabs people's attention. I think it went with something
Hey,
like
Hank.
this.
Lady.
Yeah.
That's who I thought of
That
immediately.
does remind me of Hank Will.
That's who I thought of when I saw him.
Yeah, except these guys are funny on purpose.
Right.
Freedom Unchained is.
It might get people's attention. However, I can't guarantee he will keep their attention.
I'm doing a quick video on a debunker. You know, those shills of a. I'm trying to keep my language polite for everybody. Try not to get this video demonetized.
All us content creators have issues with how YouTube caters to the advertisers and demonetizes videos and channels at the drop of a hat, while using those videos and channels for their own financial gain. But kudos to you for self-censoring. Oh, by the way, we love it when you call us shills. We wear it like a badge of honor because it shows just how much our responses to your agenda-driven narratives get under your collective skins.
Please like the video, share it around, and we're just going to get right to it.
Yes, I agree. Please like this video, Radical's video, and a Marvel Girls video, linked in the description below, and share them all around. That is excellent advice.
To debunk the debunker, I guess we'll just call it, about what he thinks law is, which he doesn't know what law is. We already know that. But let me stop rambling and get on with it.
I'm enjoying this scene.
Isn't it ironic how these guys think just because somebody's not in this country they can't understand our laws?
Right.
When most of the times they seem to have a better understanding than most
They
of
do.
most
They
of
do
our
actually.
citizens.
Get on with it. What's all this about? Well, it's a new frauditor that is, well, in his own words, pop his cherry frauditing. If you've seen the video.
So, do you even know what fraud means? Or are you making up words just to make you feel special? Like the government does. They always have to make up words to make them feel special.
Aren't you writing your own dictionary with your own words in it because you don't comprehend the words in the English language and how their meanings can be different depending on the wording of a sentence and or topic?
Hey man, you're black. You are too.
From yesterday, he has a rather out-of-this-world interpretation of what laws are.
Is it out of this world or out of your indoctrination system? Because it's actually the way that you're supposed to practice law within a court. Not in your legal system. I'm sorry, but your indoctrination camps have taught you wrong. And you actually don't know what law is. But courts have been around for centuries and millennials and hundreds of thousands of years, or whatever this world. It's pretty much as soon as this earth was created and man appeared on this earth, courts came to be. Without government. We didn't need government to create court, but your indoctrination camp didn't tell you that, so you wouldn't know that.
I would not say out of this world, Radical. I would say old, ancient, and biblical world because of his views on courts and laws and the way disputes were handled in those times. Oh, and yes, he did say millennials. And when it comes to authority, even his mother is not to be obeyed.
I don't know if that's I don't know really what that is. Zaya, get over here. Hold on. I'm sorry, my dog. I'm at my mom's house,
and they're out of town, and I don't like my dog in the house. And my brother just came home. Lay down.
Finally, I got my first cop watch audit, whatever you want to call it. Well, lucky for you, we don't kink shame around here. And the term you're looking for is frauditing. Saw a cop flying by and posting one over, so I figured I'd take Zaya, threw her on a leash, and we'd walk and got a little catch. In case you're wondering who Zaya is, it's his dog. He took his bloody dog to a frauded situation. For fuck's sake, man. Are you dense? If you do this, don't get a dog in.
Oh, I finally understand why you call it frauditing. It's because when you record a cop, you're recording a fraudulent situation brought upon by the cops. Because they're all frauds. Because the whole government system is a fraud. It's a legal system acting as law, aka would be fraud. A fraud upon law. Oh, I get it now.
Do you
Sorry.
get it? The only fraud here is you. Are you gonna have any citations for your bullshit, or are you just gonna keep rambling at us? And you still don't get what we mean about the dog.
But yes, Zaya goes everywhere with me because she's a happy dog and she likes to go places and enjoy the world, unlike you, where you probably don't do anything to actually experience anything in life, so you probably don't fail at anything. But, you know, what do you expect from a cartoon character that doesn't want to show its face? You know what I would suggest to you?
And if we could get the mods to drop a link to a Marvel Girl and to Radical the Unhallowed Knight.
You get out in the world and fail. Start to learn how to fail. Unlike your indoctrination systems where they didn't teach you that failure is good, but failure is good. That's how it makes you a stronger man.
Some of us use avatars for a reason. Not everyone wants to show their face and or reveal their name, Garrett. Does that mean what we are trying to get across to you isn't valid? No. We all know what it is like to fail. So get off your entitled high horse.
Oh, you utter dick flute.
Thank you for finishing my thought, Radical. Marvel, do you have anything to say?
All we get from this guy are ad homs and projections, not reflections, although some reflection on your part would be good. As for failing, you're a great example of that too. So, yeah, thanks for that.
Well, some action here. It was a fun time, as you can see. My heart's still racing. It was a while ago. Not a while ago, but probably over an hour ago. Can we get on with the fraud thing already? I mean, also, that is adrenaline you're feeling. Never felt it in your life, did you? Usually that goes away up.
Yep. I never felt adrenaline in life. Or you're just reflecting. I think you're reflecting. You've never felt adrenaline in your life. Have you ever done a sport or anything? No. Maybe you should have been a wrestler or something. That is the greatest adrenaline in life. One of the hardest sports to participate in. And you know what that adrenaline feel like when you become a winner in that sport? No, you probably wouldn't understand that.
I do believe the word you're looking for is projecting, not reflecting. How did you like my impression of Radical? Of course, to you, it's all about winning. Right, Charlie Sheen?
I'm sorry. Winning. You starting to get the concept now? Oops. Winning.
A few minutes, but in your case, it lasts for an hour. And as you can see in the video, here's the video. I stumble over some words, and my voice, can't speak my words clearly. I already have a problem with that, but it doesn't help when you're in front of armed gang members. Get off it.
I agree, Radical. Get off it, Garrett.
Get off it.
This is not good at all. I mean, seriously?
I think
Taking your dog to this should be a crime in itself.
I agree. My impression of Radical was much better. Charlie, what do you think?
Wow, winning.
All right, so a lot of people mentioned this part of the video to me, that the cop's shining the light in my face. But if you watch it, you can actually see that I walked into his light because this was the best place for me to, feel safe in my own body.
No, that was the best place for you to make your presence known. to get his attention. You have called law enforcement armed gang members as if they will shoot anyone on sight. So, with that in mind, if you were to protect yourself in your own body, you wouldn't be there in the first place. And you certainly wouldn't put your dog in harm's way. Oh, that's right. You view your dog as property, so she has no rights in your eyes.
Near a cop, because I don't want to stop right in front of the guy's window, make him feel uncomfortable, and then, get threatened by the cop right away. So I figured this would be the best place, and, unfortunately, there was 2 lights directed at that area. So just to answer that question for everybody about the cop flashing the light in my face. He didn't do that on purpose.
No, I'm good. I'm just wondering, why did you take your dog? I mean, you saw the situation and you saw an opportunity, right? But do you really think this is a safe situation to get your dog involved? I mean, at some point you got a brain and you're already refusing to brain, just like yesterday.
So why would it be unsafe?
I think his
thought the
owner
cops
needs
were
a
there to
shock collar.
protect and serve.
So, agreed.
You're admitting the cops are dangerous individuals. Is that what you're doing? You're admitting that they have an ego and at any time they can flip off the handle and harm and injure people for walking on the sidewalk and walking their dog. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're admitting? I think that's what you're admitting.
The only one here with an ego is you, boyo. He's not admitting to anything of the sort. We're saying that if you get arrested, what happens to the dog? You're there alone. The dog gets taken by animal services and put up for adoption, which is the best day for that dog. But you're putting it in the position of being brought to what could be a kill shelter. No responsible animal owner would do that. You must not love your dog much.
Or in other words, I don't have faith in you trying to brain.
Or you don't have faith in the officer not beating someone up.
Yes, folks. This is why I call him a socially woke, entitled millennial. He buys into the narrative that all cops are bad and they all want to beat people up or worse, especially minorities. It helps to push his New World South Sit More frauditor order on those who will listen. Oh, I just made up my own new word. Maybe I should start my own dictionary.
See, you got your dead air training from the professional fraud.
So he skipped a whole part where the cop actually interacted with me first, where I was just standing there and the officer said, "Can I help you?" And I said, "No, I'm good." You had to skip that whole part. Because what, you're trying to paint a narrative. Is that what you're trying to do? Okay, I think that's what you're trying to do.
Hey man, you're black. You are too.
At some point we gotta know what's going on, and we don't know what's going on. And I'm pretty sure at the end of the video you're gonna draw some conclusions of which you have no idea. FYI, that was over 3.5 minutes at 20 times speed. I'm right here, I'm good. I'm comfortable right here. You're in between the 2 cars? I'm not obstructing anything.
So here's the second time the officer contacted me when I was in a appropriate distance from him. I was in front of the subject's car, the person almost being extorted. Luckily, he didn't get extorted completely. He just got trespassed on for his freedom to travel. But then I walk up to the officer car, not very close, as you can see, not very close, and he wishes to exchange with me once again. So who is in the wrong? I must be in the wrong, right?
Wow, contact me? Subject? Extortion? Trespassed on? Freedom to travel? Engage with me. You have the Sobsit lingo down for someone who claims not to be a Sobsit. Oh, and BTW, oh, that's by the way, you are obstructing by diverting his attention from the person in the car. The person who's traveling, you are impeding because his attention is split between the 2 of you.
You were doing good for a second here. Thank you.
So at this point, he asks me to get behind his car or in front of his car. But I think he's stumbling over his words. So I move behind his car, which is the next part is pretty funny because then he comes back to tell me to get behind his car. And then he realizes I'm behind his car.
Behind my car.
He was actually beside it, but picking.
I understand what you'd like.
Welcome up, Kick.
Hey, Kick.
Hey, good afternoon, y'all.
I thought you might like to chime in on this.
Oh, I wish there was more I could say. Artie,
Yeah.
Artie beat him to death with experience.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm going to handle that at a later date. That mountain of stupid that Freedom Unchained presented. Yeah.
The only thing that I can say, though, is if anybody ever brings him up for another debate, don't debate him on the law, because that's where he wants you to be. He
Right.
wants you to talk in circles with him, right?
Yeah.
And that's how I was able to defeat Rogue, was not solely on the law. The law was supplemental. The rest of it was, why are you really doing this?
Yeah, exactly.
Introspection. And that's what puts them at a disadvantage, is the discomfort with ownership of their behavior. So
Exactly.
Yes, I want to take that that stream and sound clip out the who hurt you.
I must admit, and Artie did tell me this afterwards, that I did kind of bait him with that statement. I should have led off with, why do you do what you do? But he got some jabs in, so I figured it was high time I kind of jabbed back.
Well, sometimes you have to take that extra step.
Anyhow, don't let me get in the way. Y'all continue.
Yeah, I got a premiere here at 12, so we got to zip through this one and the next one.
All right.
Hey, Hank.
Once he
I'll go ahead and
realizes
jump down, but I'll be
and that I am actually
All right,
following
Glenn.
his orders, which I don't actually have to follow his orders, but I was being polite and, standing behind his car. He walks behind his car and says, "This is the back of my car," and I was behind his car, and then he has to change his words and say, "No, I wish you to be even farther behind my car." Well, what was wrong with me being in front of your car where you could actually see me better? Was there a problem with me being in front of your car where you could see me better? No. You had to bark orders, and you had to get an ego, and then you had to look like an idiot because you had to change what you were saying to make me comply with your orders that I already kind of followed, but I didn't really follow because I was already there.
First of all, the officer wasn't barking orders or getting an ego. You, on the other hand, were making the officer's traffic stop longer than it had to be and kept the person in the car waiting longer than they should have because you were feeding your ego by trying to be a free man who knows his rights. What Freedom Unchained calls a quick video is actually over 32 minutes, and I've only gone through 10 minutes of it. So this will
I'm
be
gonna go
a
ahead and
2
stop this
or
one here.
maybe. Yeah. I did bring up to him in a comment thread that he wanted to do whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted. Damn everybody, even the courts. And I believe he told me I was, what was the term he used? That I was an uneducated, it was a indoctrinated guess, basically. So I think I hit the nail on the head with that. That he has been in court, lost, claimed he won, but I think he lost. So yeah.
What bothers me the most about his last statement there is he's trying to think for the police officer. And
Right.
number one, that's hard for him to do because he's incapable of thinking straight to begin with.
He is.
But number two, he has no idea what that officer determines to be the proper point of safety.
Mhm.
So, just because he thinks that he's doing the safest thing doesn't necessarily mean that the officer's going to agree.
Right. Part 3 today, it was one of those ones I literally wanted to find him and smack the shit out of him. He gets really bad toward the end of this. So I'm going to warn people now. Keep the computers away. Arm's length, as Blue Marble Science says, arm's length away. Don't punch the monitor. all that good stuff. Yeah.
Well,
it's very rage-inducing.
The only thing that I can think at this point is he has become pretty irrelevant when it comes down to it. I mean, if we look at his video view counts and his subscriber base, it's so minimal. I don't think he's getting a message. So if anything more that we do, he'd end up looking like a punching bag.
Probably.
I don't want to give him more credibility because I did a video on his bullshit too. He called me out about something and I called him to the carpet and proved he was dumb. And after that, he had nothing to say about me. So, of course, he realized, that he was coming in unarmed. But at this point, I would say...
unbrained?
Yeah, leave free, dumb, unbrained to just melt away. He'll find something new.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, after this one, it's probably going to be, I don't know, I do want to do the highlights, lowlights of Artie's conversation with him. But other than that, I mean, he's really nothing special like he thinks he is.
Oh, yeah. If anything, I would think that the next thing that we should attack on his stuff is the pump and dump Bitcoin style schemes that he jumps into.
Yes.
Because that's where he's really making some of the money is through the promotion of that. And he's just in league with the rest of them. He's dumping before everybody else gets out so he can get paid. So,
right. And he's also behind, which I'll bring up today, a website called Freedom of the Original Constitution. And it's it's a group of one person is pretty much the head of it, but they're calling for they're trying to install their own government, get rid of the government we have and all that stuff. And there's some few things on there, so I don't want to spoil it too much, but yeah. There's an agenda behind all this.
Yeah. Just reminding everybody in chat, once at the top of the hour, if you go to Global Mom, she's doing the part 3 and premiere.
Nice.
So, yeah, it was just so long. I had to split into 3 parts.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start with part 2 now so we can get it in before the end of the...
Yeah, I think it's 20-ish minutes long, so yeah.
Yeah, with our conversations in it, want to make sure we have enough time to get through it so people can be ready for part 3.
All right.
Yep.
The share audio box seems to want to move when I want to click it. There we go.
Welcome, everyone. I want to thank Radical for sharing part 1 of this video on his channel. To all you new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. And as always, my viewers and subscribers are awesome. Yes, Radical, you are awesome too. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I have to ask, Glober, were you a
10
teacher?
minutes of the supposedly... No, I mean, I taught Sunday school for 11 years. Other than that, no. Never.
You've got the cadence.
Oh, thank you. I used to be a receptionist and all that kind, so maybe a lot of it's from that too.
Ah, that's where I'm hearing it.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Radical was a paid shill or CIA or one of the minions a government entity sends out or just a status bootlicker. Freedom Unchained, just admit you are a soft Sitmore auditor for fuck's sake. Anyway, let's dive into the rest of the video and see how far we can get.
This is why we're here. This is why I'm here. Well, as per usual, we are dealing with amazing audio quality. In case you didn't hear, the officer wants him to either record in front of the 2 cars or...
Oh my god, we're dealing with awesome quality of audio. Yes, it's a cell phone. Do you expect people to carry around high quality camera and audio equipment for every interaction that they have in this world? Is that what you think? Does it matter? Does it really matter? Or am I there just to record the interaction between the cop and a individual, just to make sure the cop doesn't get out of hand? So does the audio and the video quality actually really matter, or are you just nitpicking because you have nothing else to nitpick about?
Actually, yes, the audio does matter. If you claim police officers to be armed gang members and say that they don't care about our rights, then what they say should be heard as much as possible in the recording. After all, words matter, right?
Behind his car, so he's not next to the traffic stop. You know, he can still film. He's not telling him not to film, but of course he needs to do the antagonizing thing, right? That's what frauditors do after all. He's already breaking rule number 1. Do not become part of the story.
I think you missed the visual part of this. Did you not see I was actually doing as the cop wished? I was behind the car? No. You have to change the narrative to fit your purposes. That's what you need to do. So, I wasn't the one in the wrong. I didn't make myself part of the story. The cop's ego got out of hand, and his orders he was barking around, he realized I was actually following without following, so he had to bark more orders so that he would get me to comply to his orders, which, you know, I'm happy to make him feel safe because he's so scared of a man with a camera. So I stepped back a foot. When in reality, he probably would have been safer if he allowed me to stand in front of his car, which he told me to stand in front of his car. But then when he realized that he made a mistake with his words and he didn't want me that close to his car, then he told me to stand in front of the victim's car. Weird. Just seems like he just wants to bark orders out.
Oh my god, you are happy to make him feel safe? But he has the ego and you don't? You inserted yourself into his traffic stop. You made it all about you. You didn't give a flying fuck about the person sitting in the car. You didn't care about what could happen in this situation. It's all barking orders and he can't get what he's saying straight. Yeah, such big talk from a free man of the land who knows his rights. Marvel, this guy pisses me off with his fuck you, it's all about me and my content attitude. Do you have anything to say about this?
Now who's trying to push a narrative? They're not afraid of you. They don't know if you have weapons. They don't know you. It's nighttime, and they're in the middle of a traffic stop, so they can't pay attention to you and the traffic stop at the same time. It's called situational awareness. Look it up. Frauders never seem to have it. As for not making yourself part of the story, yeah, you did. And you know you did. That's what you're there for. You're a troll. You're there to try to cause something to happen so you have a better video. We know this, and deep down so do you. And your camera, as shitty as it is, has a zoom. You don't have to be right up on them to make your little video. You could step back to where they asked you to be and zoom in, and it won't change the quality of the picture at all. You know that too, but like I said, you're there to cause trouble.
Okay. You can observe. So what was wrong with me being right in front of your car?
He's so lucky he got a call there because he didn't really have to answer my question. What is wrong with me standing in front of your car? He paused for a second, and then he luckily got a little beep chirp on his radio that he had to respond to. Of course, he had to have backup. He needs backup for this situation because I'm so scary. A man walking his dog down the sidewalk with a camera recording the interaction of a cop and a citizen. I am a threat.
First, you had just asked the question and immediately his radio beeped. He never hesitated. Why do you lie? Oh, that's right. It's all about your narrative and how tough you are compared to the officer. And you claim he has the ego. Oh, and it's not about the camera. To him, you are a potential threat. Second, he called backup so he could finish the traffic stop and get the person who you are keeping waiting with all your bravado and theatrics on their way.
I don't know you. I have to pay attention. Look at this. Would you like me to go in front of your car? Either in front of his car.
See how he said before in front of my car, but then he's like, no, that's too close for you. You might actually catch something I'm doing incorrectly. So no, in front of his car, where you were standing before.
Putting words in the mouth.
Yes, and I can observe you. Observe you.
You can observe.
Hey, I need you to go that way.
But I don't want you in my blind spot when I'm trying to run his license.
All right, I'll stop. Just for yours, right here.
Yeah, so I either need you to be behind mine.
Yeah, I'll be right here. You can see me. Just for yours.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I don't want you to be scared.
Did I not seem did I not seem like a reasonable person trying to make him feel secure in his insecure body?
Not at all.
I was pretty reasonable in this stuff.
Before I respond to this, and since you are such a stickler for words and their meanings, let's look at what reasonable is defined as, shall we? Reasonable. Of a person having sound judgment, fair and sensible. As
Not
much as is
Freedom Unchained.
appropriate or fair,
Right.
moderate. By these two definitions, the police officer is being quite reasonable. You, however, are putting words in his mouth. You are making offhanded remarks to try and get a rise out of him. You are not using sound judgment, being fair or sensible. He is actually doing things correctly. He is trying to secure the scene so he can do his job safely. Not just for him, but for you, your dog, and the person in the car whom you don't give a shit about.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
Just divided attention.
I understand.
Okay. I need this. So I either need you to be behind mine.
Yeah, I'll be right here. You can see me. Just for yours.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I don't want you to be scared.
I'm surprised you didn't come out with "I don't stand
I
under."
understand.
I know.
I understand. I'm not taking you away from anything, but go ahead, continue.
So now we have this guy whining about him not being able to observe when he can simply observe from here or in front of the traffic stop. It's not the officer's fault you have crappy camera equipment and audio equipment. And yeah, I know, you guys always want to record everything, including the dead air. But if the dead air is all kinds of wind noises and we can't even make out what's being said.
Oh my god, what a whiner. Oh my, you're allowed to be free and walk on the sidewalk, but no. Wah, wah, wah. You have bad audio equipment. It's not our fault that the officer needs to bark orders and wishes you to go all the way over there. What would make him so insecure that he wouldn't allow me to stand in front of his vehicle? I knew this was going to be great. I knew he had nothing to bitch about, but he had to nitpick his little bitchiness of this fraud. What does he call it? Fraudulator? I don't know. That's what the cops are. Fraudulators. Is that what they call it?
This kid's bus was so short he had to sit in the driver's lap.
You're black.
He had to sit in the engine.
You are too.
Wow, the projection here is off the hook. And it's frauditor. Frauditor. That is a made-up word consisting of fraud and First Amendment auditor.
It is rather useless, right? So get a better camera, get a better microphone, and you might not have to get so close to pick up what's being said. Not to mention the officer doesn't want to divide his attention between you and the guy he's pulled over, which is exactly what's happening with you constantly walking back and forth in his blind spot. How come this basic shit is so hard to understand for you lot?
How is this basic shit so hard for you to understand that this officer just wanted to bark orders and I was standing a perfect spot for him to see me visibly and his traffic stop in front of his vehicle?
You're not qualified to make that decision, you dumb
You
fuck.
just want to bitch, don't you? Because you're a bootlicker.
Hey man, you're black. You are too.
I just used the pot calling the kettle black meme. You really need to stop projecting.
Because you love to lick boots. Because you believe the government has all this authority and they have all the power. But they don't. You're not even from America. You don't even know what the fucking Constitution is. You don't even know what the Constitution is.
He knows more than you do. In fact, most people in foreign countries know the U.S. better than we citizens do. You take words and make something into what it isn't. You think you know all about words, but don't know how they work in different contexts.
It is a trust. Do you know what a trust is? Can you tell me what a trust is? Please, I'll wait and... All right, come on, tell me what a trust is. Oh, wait, no, you don't know what a trust is. Because you don't know what law is. A trust... Okay, I'll explain the Constitution trust for you. Okay, we the people... That's the grantor. Okay, the people are the grantor. In order form a more perfect union, establish justice. Okay, that is the trustee part of it.
We the
Okay,
people
we
trust
are
he
gonna
doesn't know what
establish
the hell he's
this
talking
side
about.
No, he doesn't.
of the government. This form of government to protect our right to freedom and liberty, which is, you know, the beneficiary part of it for the people. So the grantor are the people, the trustee is the government, and the beneficiary are the people. It doesn't say anywhere where the people have to be subject to the authorities of the trustee part of the trust. No, but you don't understand trust.
God.
I should have doubled up on the oven mitts.
Officer.
Oh, God. Okay. Right there. You walk back between the police car and the other car, showing you are not reasonable.
All right, so now I'm standing in front of the officer's car where he can easily see me, and I'm not in his blind spot. And I'm holding a camera and a leash, so I should not be a threat to him. I'm where he wished me to be from the beginning.
No, you are not. That was where you stood shortly after walking up on the scene. The officer moved you from that spot to behind his car. And just because you are holding a camera in one hand and a leash in the other doesn't mean you can't be a threat.
Until he realized
Watch his eyes.
what he was saying didn't make me far enough away for him to be
He's
protected
reading.
from a camera.
Yeah.
Protected from a camera so the camera can't catch anything he does improperly.
Does he have a handler writing a script for him?
Somebody mentioned that to me the other day.
Yeah. There's probably somebody behind him running. Yeah.
You can't stand right there, man. You gotta either go in front or behind her car.
I'm in front of your car.
What's that?
The sad thing is, I don't see him being smart to come out with
You like how there's
all of his stupidity.
No.
That they want to use, but their brain's so scrabbled, they're like, you either have to be behind or in front of our vehicle. And I say, I am in front of your vehicle. And they say, you can't be in between our stop. But I'm not really in between your stop because I'm on the sidewalk. Isn't your stop in the middle of the road? We get to that. So we'll continue.
You made me pull this meme out again.
Hey man, you're black. You are too.
You have said you fumble your words. Why the double standards for the officers? You are being a distraction even though you are too ignorant to see it. Your rights are trumping the rights of the person in the car. They have been waiting to get a ticket and be on their way. But you don't fucking care.
I'm not obstructing. This is my best position.
I get a
right
little passionate.
I'm safe.
It is not
I
just
can
your
understand
safety
that.
is the concern here. Personally, I'm more worried about your dog being safe. But it is quite clear. You have to stand behind.
You're worried about my dog being safe? Why are you worried about my dog being safe? Are you scared the officers are going to get out of control? You know, because you know the officers get out of control. And they can't handle themselves. They can't handle their ego. They can't handle their need to bark orders at people.
In this police car or in front of the traffic stop, not in between. And this is exactly where you went.
But that's not what the officer asked. They asked me to stand in front of their vehicle or behind their vehicle. That's what they asked. Both of them asked me that, actually.
Again with the narrative. The officers meant the car they pulled over. Oh my God, how the hell do you get through the day? We have established that you think you aren't a threat. But what if someone else came up and was a threat? You, your dog, the officers, and the person in the car who you have seemed forgotten about are in harm's way.
You antagonistic little bastard, you. Oh, look at that. You broke rule number 2, trying to cop bait. Good job. And this is exactly where you went, huh? You antagonistic little bastard, you. Oh, look at that. You broke rule number 2, trying to cop bait. Good job.
Cop bait. I'm trying to cop bait. Okay, that's rule number 2.
I'm on public sidewalk, you guys. I'm safe, okay? I'm not obstructing. Whatever you guys want to say, I'm not obstructing you guys, okay?
If we have to come up and deal with it. Yeah, sure. Oh my God. In a moment. I'm done with him. I'm going to get him out of here in a minute, but I got this one, okay? Just a minute, okay? I got that street. This is the way that we walk to this vehicle, okay? If something goes bad.
This is the way we walk to the car. You know, there's all this room, but we need even more room to walk to the vehicle in case something go wrong. What do you guys think is going wrong? You have one individual in a vehicle. What do you think is going to come out? Come out with like a shitload of guns and like swords and something, start swinging shit around? Oh, you need all this room to do your traffic stuff, or you just don't want me there because you have an ego and you need to boss people around.
You still don't get it. The person in the car could have a gun. The guy that just pulled up in the car could have had a gun. Because you are there, they are responsible to see you don't get hurt. That means keeping your distance so they can deal with whatever happens. My God, your ego is so huge, you can't see past it.
Do you want to say something, Kick?
No, there's not much to say. This guy is too stupid.
Yep.
I think we've all gathered that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we'd have better time explaining things to my dog.
Right? His dog even would get it more than he does.
Yep.
Far distance from you guys. It's my right to be where I'm standing, and if I get in harm's way, then it's my right to be in harm's way. That's fine. I don't need you guys to keep me out of harm's way. You're
Steve Pinda, we can't do that. We can't.
That would be
take the
alcohol
chance.
poisoning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of what is harmful or not harmful.
That's, you know,
Grown adult, huh? So grown
don't
adult.
want to condone that.
Doing recordings like this and acting like a little childish brat. You know, just trying to poke the officers in such a way that they, you know, have some kind of reaction to you. I mean,
Oh, man, crybaby. You're such a crybaby. No one's provoked the officers. The officers provoked themselves because they have an ego problem. I never spoke to the officers until they spoke to me, until they started barking orders around. So stop bootlicking. You're bootlicking, dude.
You don't have to use words to provoke. Actions work just as well. Actions like not standing where you were asked to stand, for instance.
Like
As
Lynn's
far as
looking.
being an adult, there is some debate on that, as all you have done is bitch, piss, and moan about the police this entire video. You may choose to put yourself at risk, but what about your dog? Oh, that's right. We have established that she has no rights because you see her as property.
Hey, Dutch.
Hi, Dutch.
No traffic ticket is worth this aggravation.
Right?
Or go and collar this kid and put him in back of the RV and take him to the station house.
Yep.
I 21 years I did the job. This kid be arrested and the dog would be in the pound in 15 seconds. I can't get it.
And I'm assuming you might consider a brake check or two on the way.
I'll waffle this guy. This guy's face looks like a waffle against the neck of the car.
I don't know what happened. I think he hit his head on the car when I tried to put him into it.
Two choices. You can either let the driver go and collar this kid, or you write the ticket and collar this kid. Either way, this kid gets collared.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I do not understand. What is the problem?
And the thing is, he calls police armed gang members.
Yes.
He thinks all they do is murder people.
The spot between the policeman's car and the traffic stop car is called the kill box. It's called the kill box for a reason, not because it's the safest place in the world. Get away from me, you little snot-nosed brat.
Yeah. I mean, a police officer's got to be focusing their attention towards the person in the car, and normally police officers like to stand slightly behind the person in the car to have the advantage.
I want them to turn all the way to see the gun coming. I want them to turn back to shoot me. I want to have that extra space. I want to look through the back window and see you. I would have given the driver's license registration like, buddy, it's your lucky day. Come here, kid. Put your hands behind your back.
Yeah.
If the dog goes to bite me, we're going to have problems.
The only other thing that I don't care for is his overuse of the term bootlicking. You know,
Well,
the the problem that I find with this is that a majority of interactions with police that go sour from people like this are because of their provocations, not because the police are infringing on rights. Okay? And there are police that do infringe on rights, and those police are bad police. Look at Aurora, Colorado, where they beat the hell out of that suspect with the butt of their pistol. That's uncalled for, unconscionable, and nothing I will stand with.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit there and just say, oh yeah, all police are great. No, not all police are great. Not all doctors are great. Not all physicists are great. Not all mathematicians, artists, musicians are great. But a vast majority of them are. It doesn't matter what the job is. So there's no blind following here.
And coming out with videos falsely accusing them of being tyrants or bootlickers or whatever ad hominem they want to use weakens the case for those that we need to highlight. The ones not we either need to highlight. We need to highlight both the cops that are doing their jobs well and those that are crossing the lines need to be having the floodlight shined on them.
They poison the well.
Yeah, there's plenty of videos where police are almost way too patient with people.
These two cops, my heart goes out to them. Way too
yeah.
Yep. Anyway, I've got to pop down. I've got to get back to handling some stuff, but I'll be listening in the background.
All right. Thank you,
Kick.
Be well, everyone.
Bye.
What did he say?
That's something to be proud of. Look at the officers in such a way that they, have some kind of reaction to you. I mean, you're a bottom auditor. That's not something to be proud of. We all see right through you, buddy. You're just going down the list of frauditing points. You're...
Wow. Freedom Unchained, you totally missed what Radical was doing. Radical is supposed to be a distract. Never mind. If you couldn't see the joke then, you are a lost cause now.
And I just want to highlight this comment here. Freedom Unbrained. You captured it so well with that.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
You can see right through me. Yeah, a man just holding a camera, standing his ground. You can see right through me, dude. You are so smart and intelligent. You know law so well. I'm so glad you know law. You can teach all these people law because you're educating so many people on law. You're doing a great service for the community and the world.
Very, very transparent.
Very transparent.
You could just go finish your job with him, and then we wouldn't be in this business. I'm not taking you away from anything. Am I forcing you to do anything, officer?
No, but I've asked you to stand more in front of my car so I can see you.
You can see me right here. You said it in front of your car so you can see me. No, I'm not.
That's mine?
Yeah.
Tell you what, I'm gonna have my partner stand right here with you.
You can have him do whatever you wish. Whatever makes you feel more. That's fine. Whatever makes you feel more comfortable.
And I'm gonna get him out of here.
Whatever makes you feel more comfortable. I'm not stopping you.
You have
Okay, I'm
stopped
jumping
them
down
since
so I
you
can go in
made
my
your
closet and
presence
scream at the top of
known.
my lungs.
That poor person.
All right, thanks for
sitting
coming
in
up,
their
Dutch.
car
All
right, watching thanks, all Dutch.
this
must be pissed off with you. I sure as hell would be. Marvel, what do you think?
I'm bored. I thought at least you have an argument or two, but he's got nothing. All he does is repeat what Radical says about him back at him. It's stupid. Everybody sees that's what you're doing. He's so used to being a parrot, or just parroting what he hears on YouTube, that he's doing it now. I don't know if he thinks he's providing a good argument, but he's not. And it's just getting repetitive and boring, and I just can't, guys. What a moron.
I agree, and thank you for your help. I think this is a good place to stop and pick up the rest in part 3. I really need a break from this. Thank There you go. Yeah. Let's just say the pot calling the kettle black meme has gotten and will get used liberally in the next episode.
Yeah. Kind of makes you want to just get different ones. It's the number of times you're going to be using it. Like
Well,
DJing, the guy with the guitar, the pot calls the kettle, or
yeah,
whatever.
I kind of use it today, and you'll see. I play into the meme a little bit today, so kind of pull the same tricks some of the Morse pull and stuff. So it should be interesting. Like the ones where they say, "Oh, you owe me so much a minute or so much an hour, or whatever, for wasting my time," that kind of thing. So I use that. So this guy just.
Does he actually think he's putting himself in a better light by his rebuttal?
No. He's just actually showing how willfully ignorant he is. It's a means to an end, and like everybody says, he's parroting somebody is behind this. You know, I mean, he's definitely not their spokesperson, but he's a stooge. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So it's amazing. Bill and I have had a back and forth. Bill Milligan and I had a back and forth about this, and there's some insights. It's just like, oh my God.
Well, we've got 20 minutes to go to your
oh yeah,
premiere, and I want to go ahead and end things here so people have a chance to get a break. So
exactly.
Do you have any parting thoughts you want to give before I close this out?
Just make sure you have a pillow or oven mitts, and keep the computer far away today. So yeah.
All right, and thanks for everybody showing up. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed our videos, please go show her the love and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and and in about 20 minutes you'll be able to see part 3 of this saga. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know about y'all.
Judge says I need to take meds before the show. Yeah, I wouldn't even keep alcohol near you at this point, because you're going to want to probably drink the whole thing. And I don't condone alcohol poisoning with this. Okay, no games, drinking games. It's not good for your health. Oh, Bill, yes, he has a Life on Mars video.
Oh Lord.
It's clucking fun, shall we say? Anyway. Yes, but thank you everybody for coming. Thank you, Hank, for inviting me and doing this.
Yeah, I appreciate you showing up, and like I said, I enjoy your videos, so I'm more than happy to share that with everybody, and hopefully it works out for both of us. And
yes, so far I think it's worked out for you. I haven't refreshed.
I'm up to 281, which I just had my 200 subscription
oh, sweet,
on Sunday. So I'm having a good week.
Great, yeah, awesome. I just finally hit 1,000 subs last month after 2 years. So yeah, it's slow going, but it does happen.
Another special thanks to my moderators. Y'all kick ass.
Yes, moderators, thank you so much.
For those of you that thinks moderators an easy job, it's not, because they cover my butt because I can't be constantly watching the.
I've been on a few streams where people get hit with trolls a lot, and you really have to keep on the ball. So it's always good to have plenty of moderators, so there's backup. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go.
I think I lowered people's IQs with those videos. Well, not those videos, but that guy. He lowered their IQ. Yeah. That's fine. We'll get him back.
Yep. And keep up the great work. I look forward to more. If you just subscribe to her for TikTok videos.
I got plenty more. Yeah. Than that. My What the Hell Karen videos are really popular, so that's what I got to work on today. So.
I'm looking forward to diving into more of them. I just got introduced to your content recently, and I've been going back and watching. So when I started seeing it, I was like, hey, here's what a good channel to support.
Well, thank you so much.
And thanks again to everybody, and I'll see y'all over on Glober Moms for a premiere.
All right.
Y'all
See you
have a
guys in
wonderful
about 15
day.
minutes. Bye.
Yep, have a wonderful day. It's a wonderful day to have one.
Exactly. Every day is a wonderful day to have one.